So hello everyone, my name is Dovydas, and today I'm going to tell you about Lithuanian artificial intelligence ecosystem. So first, let me introduce myself. Currently, I am the president of the Artificial Intelligence Association of Lithuania. I'm also a machine learning team lead at Vinted, and I'm also a founder of Tribe of AI learning community. So today I'm going to tell you about Lithuanian AI in academia, tell you more about our companies and startups, and finally finish with our AI strategy and how do we govern AI initiatives and overall the governance of AI in Lithuania. So let's start with academia. So this part will cover colleges, universities, digital innovation hubs, science valleys, and etc. So we have these 6 universities who all of them have AI modules with their study programs. Kaunas Technology University has just launched a dedicated AI machine learning bachelor degree, and 3 other universities are preparing their master's degree programs for accreditation. So, the universities are trying really hard to provide education for people who are interested in learning more, in learning and becoming artificial intelligence experts. We also have multiple other organizations who are doing artificial intelligence. So we have 2 science valleys with experience in developing AI solutions. We also have 3 digital innovation hubs with capacity to work with AI in their innovation hub framework. Let me talk about companies and startups. So the most important thing, I guess, is the AI adoption. How much have we progressed with adopting AI in the industry, and also about international collaborations and operations. So first, a lot of companies are in various stages of AI transformation, and namely their companies are investing in data analysis capabilities first, data warehousing, building data lakes, later building machine learning platforms to deploy the models which they have produced, and finally on the formation of their own machine learning strategy and management practices. So we have out of these, out of all our companies, we can identify about more than 20 companies with strong AI capabilities. So with most of these practices in place, namely Neurotechnology, Oxipit, Vinted, Pixelmator, Exacaster, Tokenmill. We also have over 90 startups using AI in the products which we are have already built, or in which we are building products based on artificial intelligence. So especially in the Tribe of AI community, I know maybe 5 startups who are trying to make their product because AI enables them the opportunity to do these things. So they have waited for AI to enable these things to happen, and now leveraging this new technology to make new and unique disruptive products. Then the one really interesting fact, which is very prevalent in our industry, is a lot of international collaborations and operations. So we are doing everything, pretty much nothing is strictly local. So from the infrastructure to consultations about be it machine learning management or machine learning best practices, data science, innovations, things like that. So we are consulting with I don't know, maybe tens of different countries, people in tens of different countries, and we are doing a lot of trainings. These are in-house trainings, but again, they're often delivered by international speakers. So in fact, like this AI is, especially in our industries, it's very, very international, and we do collaborate a lot on like the full vertical of like these AI applications. And finally, let me talk a little bit about the strategy and the governance. So first of all, we want to make our AI strategy community-driven. So that involves, that means involving industry experts from the very, very first steps in forming of our strategy and policy making. And we very much try to promote AI adoption and provide support instead of, limiting or slowing them down. So that's, in my mind, that's the key strategic thing which we are trying very hard to achieve. We do that by, first of all, the Artificial Intelligence Association, which represents the whole industry and academia experts, also companies. The association unites all the AI professionals and organizes events, represents in general the AI community. From the governmental side, we have the Ministry of Economy and Innovations, which is the main governmental body which is dealing with AI. Then we have various AI initiatives. So one of the most important ones are the AI Boost Lithuania, which tries to build this bridge between private and public sectors. So, our vision is if we really try to form the Lithuania's AI strategy based on the voice of the experts, we must have this bridge to be heard, and association is collaborating on this project. We also have AI think tanks, which is a governmental consultative body, which there most of the stakeholders of the ecosystem are present and consulted, and also take part in shaping the major decisions. Finally, we have the AI learning community, Tribe of AI. And I would like to end my presentation with telling you about the vision. So we envision that companies which are right now in the process of their AI transformations, they would complete the processes and will be able to use AI to deliver massive business value in their products, in their services, in whatever they do. We also see that educational institutions are educating the next generation of AI professionals, which are already in short demand in the industry. And finally, the large increase in the number of AI experts. As I mentioned, we see a shortage of AI experts in the industry, especially people with experience and with knowledge of best practices. So we want to see a massive increase in the number of experts. So Runas, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for listening.